Back, state Democratic leaders provided an update on the ongoing lawsuits against the Trump administration today. More than 80 lawsuits have been filed. ABC 10 State Matters political reporter Jenny Huh has a closer look at the numbers.
Bonta touted an 83% court victory rate as he used strong words to describe the president, such as unlawful and a repeat offender. 82 lawsuits filed by California and about a dozen filed against California by the federal government.
Over the last year and a half, we've taken Trump and his administration to court 82 times. 82 times, more than one lawsuit a week.
And counting, says California Attorney General Rob Bonta. Bonta, Senate President Pro Tem Monique Limon, and Assembly Speaker Robert Rivas on Tuesday presenting their annual report on how much has been spent so far on taking the second Trump administration to court, nearly $30 million. About $20 million of that is from a special fund set up as Trump was sworn in.
He showed his hand, and in response, we made a plan.
The funding represented the commitment of the legislature and of the governor and our attorney general to ensure that the rights of Californians are at the forefront.
Up to $25 million was allocated for California to sue the federal government over what they call harmful policies.
Some people at that time, they criticized that decision. They said it was the wrong priority for our legislature.
On top of that, the state budget last year set aside $14 million, $28 million this year, and $24 million for the following 2 years for any legal action with the Trump administration. Democratic leaders argue there's been a return on investment, $207 billion in federal funding saved for public safety, education, food assistance, healthcare, and more, despite efforts by the Trump admin to withhold the money, they say. Bonta says that calculation comes from lawsuits with court orders thus far, with about 24 or so cases still pending.
You can be sure we are far from done. There's more of this presidential term left.
A White House spokesperson responding in part, quote, instead of bragging about filing frivolous lawsuits against the Trump administration, the California AG should focus on addressing problems in his own state. State Republicans agree, asking instead for better public safety funding.
All of us got elected by the people of California, and we need to keep our focus here in the state of California. How much money have we actually allocated towards creating safer neighborhoods and communities? How much money have we put into drug trafficking?
Bonta also notes he's been able to protect birthright citizenship, elections and voting access, and prevent the federalization of the National Guard to Los Angeles and Oregon. The Attorney General also noting hope for continued Democratic governorship once Governor Newsom is termed out in January, so that these legal efforts against the Trump administration can continue in full force. Chris.
Okay, Jenny, thank you.